Right, good evening snaplink fishermen and hangers on, etc, etc. Don't know if you can hear me properly because it's really windy in this stupid little field here. But anyway, I was thinking about why the fishing is so crap lately, and apart from the fact that it's just a crap time of year, what about all this rain we've been having? So I checked the sea salinity levels around the UK and they're lower than normal because, as you may have noticed, we've had like 30 days of torrential rain. Everything is flooded. Our rivers back home here have been either running really well or in flood pretty much constantly now for weeks and weeks, since way before Christmas. So we're fishing the Bristol Channel. It's not a huge body of water. It's got the River Severn going in at the top and the River Wye, those are really big. Then you've got the Usk, big river, the Bristol Avon, quite hefty. Then you come round, you've got the Taff, and then from there to where I live, you've got a whole range of trout and salmon rivers from 10 or 15 to 30 miles long, all running at full bore, week after week, day after day, and now for I don't know how many weeks. Like I say, somebody on the news said 31 days of solid rain. Maybe it's bore, but certainly this autumn the rivers are running full bore all the time, all through the winter, right up till now. And as an illustration, if you don't mind my ugly mug for 5 seconds, this here miniature river is normally a dry ditch, and now it's actually flowing quite nicely, and just down in there it's about 2 feet deep instead of bone dry. So that's the level of water we're having, and that ditch there has been running like that now for a good couple of weeks. Every time we've come down here it's been full. The fields are soggy. In fact, the field that was right in front of me now was under about 2 inches of water last week, which is not bad because it's on a bit of a slope. So that's a lot of water. And what fish does it affect? Well, flounders are not that bothered, but the estuaries are almost impossible to fish while the rivers are flooded, so that's buggered that up. Eels, they don't care because they're in and out of fresh water all the time. Bass and mullet, they would not be bothered one bit by all of this, but it's that time of year when they haven't come back yet. The mullet will be here at the end of the month with a bit of luck. Bass will start coming back after that. But then things like cod, even though the cod is a mythical fish these days, they like proper seawater. High salinity, salty seawater. So as soon as you get fresh water flushing in from all the rivers, it pushes them out. And the same would go for mackerel in the summer, ballan wrasse, all the things you associate with open coasts and away from the estuaries. All of those free swimming fish mostly do not like a taste of fresh water. So might well explain why, for instance, even the dogfish have disappeared, and if this carries on, perhaps the smoothhounds won't show up because they're not keen on fresh water. And we do catch them in big estuaries, but when the rivers are really, really low, so it's basically salt. So a good proportion of our fish will have simply gone out to where the sea is actually the sea again. And apparently all of the southern end of the North Sea is fairly low salinity compared to normal, down the English Channel, and obviously here in the Bristol Channel and anywhere else where there's big rivers, in the vicinity of big rivers emptying the sea, same problem you're going to have. Obviously, if you're in the bottom half of the North Sea, you've got the Rhine, the Scheldt, the Meuse, the Seine. Those are all huge rivers dumping vast amounts of fresh water straight into the southern end of the North Sea and basically diluting the crap out of it. At this point, apparently I'm supposed to mention that I now have Amazon affiliate, whatever it is, and I've got to tell everybody, otherwise I'll go to jail. So there will be links below to socks and underpants or whatever. So back to the fishing. How much of it is down to that? I know the fish locker said in one of his videos the last week or whatever that it's getting tough. All the videos I'm watching, nobody's catching very much. So will it pick up once the weather dries off? Big if the weather ever dries off. And is this what we're going to have every winter? Because the forecast, the long sort of term forecast for the global warming and effects of etc., was that Britain will get windy and wet. Doesn't seem like much of a change to me, but if we're going to have this every winter, are we going to have the same problems every winter? Floods, low salinity, no fish, and then in the summer, will it be the boiling hot, drought-stricken, in which case the sea will be very salty right up to the beach, right into the estuaries, it'll all be salt, and we'll be able to catch all sorts of things wherever we want to go. We shall have to wait and see, but this is what I found. This is a problem. Now and again I actually get thinking and my two brain cells start jiggling around and they come up with some ideas. So in amongst all this lot, I shall put you up some pictures of salinity around the coast and you can see for yourself, and if nothing else, it's a bloody good excuse for catching bugger all. So that saying, and I can't think of anything else, I'm pretty sure I read about 900 million pages of stuff and now I can remember 4 words, but that's it. Low salinity, low fish, maybe. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. This was Snaplink Fishing Radio Show, coming to you from a field somewhere where there are no fish whatsoever. Ta-ta for now.